Well, good morning. Welcome to the mansion and our kickoff to louisianafosters.la.gov. We're so excited about this initiative. John Bill and I have been working with Secretary Marquita Walters and several others, Kim Carver and Blair Edwards and Judge Madeline Landry. And so we're so excited to finally see this come together. It's been a little dream of ours for almost a year now. So we're excited about the website, and what it does is it gives you a way that you can support and help the foster care program. Whether you're a parent and want to, join in our efforts to recruit and find great quality parents, or maybe you want to use your resources or your profession, or you're part of an organization, a community that just want to reach out and help this program. I spoke to a lady yesterday with 4-H that they have taken this on another year to help the foster care program with providing backpacks for our children once they move out of a home into another home, so they have something with them to take along. And so we're so excited to join forces and to make this a reality today. And we're excited about the people who are going to be here because they're coming from all over the state to join forces, if you will, and resources to make this a wonderful opportunity for all of our children. One of the things I say is that the foster care children are state's children, but they're our children, and we need to take care of them.
Could we have a more beautiful and wonderful spokesperson than our First Lady? She has just been, from the very first day, committed to this project and to the children of the state from the day that she walked in the mansion. And it means so much to the department to have that kind of commitment from the First Lady and the Governor that really are focused on children and really want the best things for children in the foster care system. And that's what today is all about. As the First Lady said, we're here to ignite a spark that will be a flame across the state, that will excite people about how they can help foster parents, because we know that not everybody wants to be a foster parent, but every single person can help. And that's what we need for the 4,000 children that are in our care right now today. We need everybody in this state to care about that.
One of the things that you've talked about at the Capitol repeatedly and in many different scenarios is just about the funding levels and the staffing situations at DCFS. How does this play into all of that?
Great question. It's a perfect play to that because we don't have the staff capacity to support foster parents as staff members and caseworkers the way we should. And so we're asking the community to step up and help build that village around those foster parents so that they're giving the attention and support that they probably used to get from staff. We're 1,000 people down in child welfare. We're 2,000 down in the department. But just in child welfare, that's an awful lot of hands that have gone missing. And so that we don't have the staff capacity to support foster parents the way we would like to.
Just how serious is the need for foster homes in this?
Right now, on any given day, there are somewhere around 4,200, 300 kids in the system. We have about 2,500 foster families with a placement right now. So that you can see the magnitude that would mean 2 children to every home if it were just that simple of a match. But think about when you get a sibling group of 4 or 5. Then what that does to the equation. And so we need foster parents that are invested in loving and caring for a child like they were their own from birth. Every single day. That's what we want. Quality parenting every single day for every single child.
Now, what are the qualifications for being a foster parent?
You can find those on the website. You can go down to the Foster Adopt, and it will give you all of the things. You have to pass a background check. You have to be 21. You have to be able to financially support yourself. You have to have fingerprints and all of that kind of stuff. We'll do a home study. We'll make sure that you're mentally and physically stable enough to do this work. But it's right there on our website, and you can go to the link.
And what is the website?
louisianafosters.la.gov.
When it comes to, there are already some examples that you all pointed to, HP Serve, NOLA Church, I believe. I can't remember exactly.
Crossroads NOLA.
Crossroads, thank you. Just because we're a Baton Rouge station, talk about what organizations like HP Serve, what kind of example they set in all of this.
HB Serve really has a multitude of services that they get, that they are doing for foster parents. They just recently opened a home for on right down Government called Anchor House for homeless youth, which unfortunately, when our foster children age out of care and we have not identified a permanent family for them, they often go to the streets. So much of their homeless population will be children that came out of the foster care system. They do other work with supporting foster parents. They do some training work. So they have a whole menu of services.
Ms. Edwards, where are you hoping to kind of affect the most change with this initiative? Is it placement with families? What areas are you most hoping to impact?
Well, I think we're about all of it. First and foremost, we need to get our churches, our faith-based community, our organizations around the state involved with this and recruiting good families. But more than that, well, not more than that, but in addition to that, those families is wrapping ourselves around them. We may not physically be able to have them in our home, but to support those families through maybe financially helping them with a program after school, maybe in dance, maybe football, maybe some type of activity, helping them, taking them out of the care for a night, let the foster parents have a night off. Those are important things that encourage a good recruitment of a good foster family. So it's about all of us jumping in. These are our children, and we need to step up. And the truth is, when you talk about aging out at 18, how sad is that? That these children that are our children end up on the streets. That's unacceptable, and we have got to do something about it because it affects all of us. And we've got to step up and, be a part of this solution.
So if in summary, can you say that the website is to serve as somewhat of a gateway to try to make it a little easier to streamline getting involved?
Exactly. That's what it's about, streamlining and getting everybody, showing that everybody can be involved, It shows you what you can do, what you can help, who to contact, and, we're all, those that are involved in communities, whether it might be a civic organization, your school, kids can get involved, just like the backpacks from 4-H. Our children within our school systems can get involved by helping, encourage, and, just being a part of the solution is what we're looking for people to reach out.
And this was paid for with a special grant, yes?
It was.
Yes, Casey Family Program actually approached the First Lady about a little over a year ago. And as only the third First Lady in the nation that they had identified as somebody that had a heart for children and a heart for this work, she had already shown her interest and her commitment to foster children, and they saw that. They were excited about that, and they came to us with a grant for $25,000, which is paid for everything. It's paid for all our materials, it paid for the website design, it's paid for this luncheon today. So this hasn't cost any state dollars, and yet it's a marvelous partnership between the state and the local communities.
Are there any touching stories you could share with conversations you've had with foster parents or foster children?
Absolutely. As a teacher, we see foster children come in and out of our classrooms, and I have actually teachers who worked with me who themselves have adopted children. But last year, we invited the foster care guest foster families and kids and to come and be a part of a circus at the Superdome. And so I got an opportunity really to meet a lot of them firsthand and to talk to an 18-year-old who is living from couch to couch and to see that they still have just a love of life left in them, and still want to do more and they were looking to go to college and, to think that this is a child that, has the potential to make a difference in their community. And so to reaching out to helping them find, revenue, finding resources, whatever it is to make their life even better. It was touching. And so I actually, one of the speakers today and one of the people who have been so involved with this, Kim Carver, to hear his story. He and his wife both have adopted children, and to know what they've done, and him and the way he's Crossroads NOLA is part of his initiative in New Orleans, and to hear their stories, their own personal stories, is just heartwarming.